Oh, there we go. That was quick.
Hi.
Hello. 1 second. Let me just adjust. That's better. How are you?
We're great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. What time is it there?
It's noon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
5 p.m. here in the UK.
What time is
Would you,
it there?
5 p.m. in the evening.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you like you guys to introduce yourselves first of all? Tell us a little
Sure.
about your background.
Okay. I'm Sherry Sanders, and I'm the owner of Tutus. We started Tutus 12 years ago,
Uh-huh.
and we've just continued to grow. It's been a great little business for us. And my background is I grew up in California, and I did years and years of gymnastics and
Oh,
dance.
wow.
Yeah, so I moved to Tennessee, and both of my girls really love dance, so that's what caused me to start the dance business.
Fantastic.
Yes, so it's been a
Oh,
lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. One of my girls is still dancing. The other one
uh-huh.
is now a teacher.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah.
Oh, that's really
So,
cool.
and I have Courtney Wills with us today.
Oh,
She is
hello.
our master point shoe fitter, and she's been with Tutus for
3 years.
3 years.
Oh,
So,
nice.
she's been a great addition.
Oh, fabulous.
Mhm.
Whereabouts is your store located? Is it easy to get to? Can you tell us a little about the area that it's in?
Yes, we're in Knoxville, Tennessee, and we're right off of Kingston Pike, which is one of our major roads, and right off of the interstate. So it's very easy if you're traveling from Nashville or if you're traveling from Sevierville or
Oh, cool.
East Tennessee. It's very easy. It's just a simple exit, one street down, and we're right here. And we're very centrally located and very
Nice.
close to several dance studios. So it's a
Excellent.
great location. We have good visibility from the main road.
Wow. Sounds like a really great place to have your store for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
we love it.
I can't remember if you said sorry, so let me just refresh my memory. How many years has the store been open for?
We opened in 2008, so
Oh,
it's
wow,
been 12
cool.
years.
Oh, amazing. And do you find that, you get a lot of a mixture of dancers? Is it mostly dancers that do ballet or dancers that do, all kind of genres?
We actually have a wide assortment. We're so close to many studios, and then we have a couple of ballet companies also in the area.
Ah,
So we have a wide variety, contemporary, lyrical, ballet, jazz, and point. So, and we also
fabulous.
have tap and hip
Yeah.
hop as well.
And
Oh,
we
fantastic.
have a big ballroom scene here too.
Ah, that's interesting.
Mhm.
Have you ever come across, talk about ballroom, have you ever come across the Nikolai Ballroom Shoes range? Have any reps showed you that?
I don't
No.
believe so, no.
Ah, well,
And
Peter, can you let me know if that's available in the US? Because I don't know, I can't remember. But anyway, for you guys watching, the Grishko and Nikolai brand are not just about ballet. Actually, we also do ballroom shoes, salsa shoes, also menswear, men's slippers, men's ballet boots, and also kids dancewear and costumes, and also of course tutus. Can't forget tutus. And Peter has just said that the ballroom shoes are not available in the US yet, but they're in the works. Oh, that's exciting.
Ooh.
okay, that's great. We actually, the university here, the University of Tennessee, we actually fit and size all of their non-credit and credit ballroom classes.
Oh,
They have
that's
a
cool.
ballroom club, so we actually go to the campus and fit the shoes, and they purchase
Fantastic.
them from us. So yes, we'll be very interested in the
Nice
Nikolai
one.
ballroom shoes.
Someone just asked me a little bit earlier in the stream about my leotard, so I thought I'd just promote it a bit.
Yeah.
It's part of the Contrast collection, which is a new collection out, which is available from your nearest Nikolai retailer. And it features an array of different fabrics with lots of different colours, including bright colours like this one, and different styles, so like off the neck style, thin straps. And also there's many different styles at the back of the leotards, and that collection is quite limited edition because they was using some fabrics they had. So if you guys are interested in the Contrast collection, you can see it all on the Nikolai website, but also ask your retailer to get you it in stock, because it's a really lovely collection. I love it a lot, and you get matching skirts as well, which is super cool. So would you like to show us around your store and just talk a bit about what you have there and that kind of thing?
Absolutely. We'll take you on a little tour.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can flip the screen a little bit. Yeah. Haha.
Okay, so over here, what you're seeing is some new arrivals, and
Yep.
we are also looking at what we call our streetwear, aligned by Sugar and Bruno, and then we've got new arrivals from some other companies here. And then
Cool.
over here to the right is our shoe wall. And we have our shoes broken down in ballroom and tap shoes, and jazz shoes,
Nice.
shoes, point shoes.
Wow.
And then we have our shoe fitting area for all of our shoes
Uh-huh.
right here in this open area.
Oh, cool.
And then
Sorry, it's just a little bit it's a bit grainy. I'm not sure why. Are you guys on Wi-Fi or your cellular data?
We're on the Wi-Fi.
I don't know what's going. Maybe it's Instagram. I don't know. It's like really blurry. Hang on. Let's just give it a couple of minutes and see if it improves. If it doesn't, we can reboot the stream and
Gotcha.
pick it up again. So tell us a little bit about your point shoe fitting service. What is it like to have a point shoe fitting at your store?
Here, if you want to, if you want, we can show the area
yes.
over there.
Okay, we'll go over
Yeah,
to our
cool.
shoe area.
Okay. Oh, that's better. It's gone more clearer now. I think
Better?
it's just like
Okay.
a little bit of a lag of Instagram.
Okay. So our point shoe area, when you come in, we have
Oh,
a
wow.
area right here, and then we have a lot of our point shoe products right here.
Nice.
And then they will sit down, and
I
there are
love that
three of
little
us.
couch area with the window and everything. It's really nice and like bright.
Thank you. Yes, we love it. We're wild about dance here. So Courtney is our master point shoe fitter. So we
Cool.
like to use her as much as we can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jordan and I are both point shoe certified as well.
Mhm.
So we three of us can do
Mhm.
that.
Excellent. So
Yes.
do people need to book an appointment online, call you, or can they walk in? I mean, obviously with the current situation, how is that for you guys right now?
We do handle walk-ins. Should we flip
Uh-huh,
Yeah.
cool.
But yeah.
Okay.
Excellent. Do you guys
So,
say to leave a certain amount of time for fitting? Sorry, it lagged.
Yeah, no, you're fine. So typically, if someone's coming in for a refit, we'll book about 30 minutes. But
Mhm.
for first times, we like to book a full hour just because we can talk a little bit more in depth about the shoes and the care and how
Yeah.
they're made and why we're putting them in one shoe versus another shoe,
Mhm.
and just kind of get them acquainted with the shoes and the toe pads and all of the other
Yeah,
things
of
that come
course.
with the point shoe fitting.
Absolutely.
We do
Um,
like to have a point shoe fitting at this time. We like them to schedule just so that we are guaranteeing that there is somebody here who
Yeah,
is
of
so
course.
dedicated to them
Yeah.
and not
Mhm.
trying to handle other customers.
Sure.
We do take walk-ins usually, but we prefer appointments.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. So what do you love most about point shoe fitting, you guys? What is it that makes it very special for you?
So I love a good challenge.
Me
I
too.
really like working with people who, especially if they've been on point for a while and they haven't necessarily found the shoe that is really working for them.
Mhm.
I spend a lot of time going through, if I need to, just about every shoe we have in the store to find something that's comfortable for them.
Sure.
I've been dancing on point for about 15 years now, and it took until I started fitting point shoes for me to find a shoe that I really enjoyed and that
Mhm.
worked with me. So I understand how it can be a hindrance to your dancing
Yeah,
if you're not in a shoe
absolutely.
that works. So just being able to connect with the customers and work until they find something that they can really work in
Yeah,
is so
totally.
lovely.
Isn't it nice when you get a customer that is struggling with shoes and is always on the verge of giving up point, and then you find them that great shoe and it just changes their life?
It's so fun.
What I love about it is making the connections with the customers and with the dance teachers if they come in for the fitting as well. And I think they've worked so hard to get to this point.
Yeah.
It's the first time, and I really like to make it a big deal and special for them, and
Mhm.
let them allow their families to come in,
Yeah.
watch, and bring their friend, take pictures when they are actually up on point.
Absolutely.
So, to
Oh.
me, so much of this business is about connections and making
Yeah.
here with your, dancers and their parents.
Yeah, and it's always nice when you can watch a dancer grow as well. You fit their first shoes and they continue to come back, and you see such improvements. And I think that that's like one of the really great parts about it as well, is just seeing that progress, especially if they're like getting their first shoes, but they're quite nervous and they're afraid of point almost. And then the next year you see them and you're like, wow, it's amazing how much difference have you gone through.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, that's really cool. So, do you guys like to, obviously you've taught me, you said about, teaching dancers a little bit about the shoes and stuff. And what I find interesting is sometimes even around here, some of these dancers are not being taught by some retailers about the care of the shoes. And as we both know, that is so essential, right? Because so much can go wrong with regards to shoes dying too quickly because they're not caring for them, or I even had one customer recently who had been doing a lot of point work on carpet, and the platform was worn out very unevenly, and it was causing her to sickle. And when she went on point and showed me her old shoes, I was like, do you point on carpet at all? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, now I know why your platform was worn out. So strange.
Yeah, especially around here. It's kind of a humid environment just about all year round, but especially in the spring and the summer, it gets really rainy and it gets really humid.
Yeah.
And so we always talk about the importance of taking your toe pads out of your shoes after class and making sure they're in some sort of mesh bag where they can dry out.
Yeah.
We have the point shoe drying inserts that help.
Ah, yes.
And so it's definitely a thing we push here because it is such a humid environment.
Yeah. Talking of humid environments, did you know about our Tropicana paste that we have available with the point shoes?
Yes, we do. Typically, it's not too much of an issue that we need to carry those shoes in stock. But I know if we were down in Florida or Lower Georgia or Alabama or something, that would probably be a little bit of a better environment for that paste.
Just to let the viewers know that also, if you're you're the type of dancer who sweats a lot, and you find that you're killing the box quick, it's sometimes useful to swap to that Tropicana paste, because it can give you a little bit more lifespan in the box area, because it's kind of, a quick fix like jet glue, for example, or shellac in the box is also a nice little solution. But sometimes, dancers don't want to do that, so it's really cool that that option is available in custom, and it doesn't take long. So tell us a bit about your experience with our point shoes, models you carry, your experience with them, your favorites.
Yeah, so I started working with, bringing y'all back to the front here. I started working with Grishko shoes, Nikolai shoes, probably 5 or 6 years ago, and one of the things that I found was great was the Nova.
Oh yeah,
like the only shoe that I can wear. Everything else, I have kind of a weird foot, and so I've tried just about every brand, every style, every shank strength out there, and the Nova is the one shoe that just works with my foot and supports me, and I can dance on it for a while without being in excruciating amounts of pain.
Nice.
I can grab some shoes if you want to talk about.
Let's tell her. I'll grab the brand, the styles that we carry.
So we don't carry the full range of Nikolai shoes. We are a smaller store in a smaller area, but we do carry the 3007. We carry the ProFlex and the full shank shoe. We carry the Nova and the Nova Flex. We carry the Elite and the Smart Point.
Oh, cool.
And we have some Mayas too, the Maya ones.
Nice, that's a good selection actually.
Yeah.
It's nice that you've got a few different lasts in there, because this is something I've been trying to teach other retailers about, is the importance of carrying not just models say built on 2007 last, because as you know, there is such a nice variety there with the different lasts to suit more foot types.
Yes.
And for the viewers watching, if you don't know what a last is, a point shoe is created and made on like a mold, and that determines the shape of the shoe and some other finer details such as the profile height, or also known as the crown, and the platform and how it feels. Now, a lot of retailers, even in the UK, they tend to stock only models built on 2007. Now, of course, that can make customers feel that we don't have a selection for everybody, but the truth is we actually have such a wide variety of shoes to suit all foot types. So if you ever want to try some different models, don't be afraid to find a retailer that will order those in for you to give them a go, because I can assure you there's definitely a Grishko or Nikolai shoe out there for you that will work.
Just speaking on that point, so one of the things I really like about Nikolai's is that they're so diverse. There really is a style that works for everyone. So you can go from a super tapered 3007, but you also have the Elite, which is great for a wide foot with square toes. So there really is something in there for everyone. And definitely carrying the different shank strengths and the different lasts.
Yes. Oh my God.
Awesome.
Like the shank strengths is also another really important topic, actually. So for you guys watching, if you've never tried our shoes before, we have such also a diverse range of shanks, and not only the strengths but the construction of them, and that is really important for dancers, because not everyone has a uniform foot, you know, and when we're choosing shank strength, it can be tricky. You know, it depends on so many factors. And one of the big problems I get is dancers that come to me in shoes that are too hard. And that is a major issue, of course, because they can't roll through the shoe. They're not getting over enough. The shank's not going in there arch enough. So then the weight distribution is very uneven in the shoe. So don't be afraid, guys, if you're struggling, to work with your fitter to try different shanks to get it just right for you. It's really important.
We've got this 3007 here in the
nice.
full version and the ProFlex.
Nice, and good, cool.
They look really similar, but
it's just the shank. Yeah,
is the full shank. Difference. And you really can't move it too much.
No.
But then you get the Pro version, and it is a little
more
bit
flex.
more
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah. And it's incredible, isn't it? Because especially when you're trying it on a dancer and they're just like, they can really feel that difference, and then they get a better understanding of what they are looking for as well with a shoe. Peter just mentioned that there's a new version of Elite with a much more elegant platform coming soon. I had a sneaky peek at that, and I'm very excited about that, because personally for me, the Elite was just a little bit too square for the kind of feet I deal with. So I've always wanted the Elite to be reinvented. So that's going to be a really good one, I think. I think that's going to do really well. So I'm excited for that to come out. And for you guys watching, I always want to adjust. I want to talk about another topic about Grishko or Nikolai shoes. Often you might get your teacher will say, because I know it's common in the UK as well, is a teacher say, oh, but Grishko Nikolai point shoes, they're really tapered, they're really hard, and then you're like, no, they're not, and it's not. And it's not until you show them that variety that they're then astounded at how much variation there is. Right? Do you ever get that in the US?
Yes. Oh, yes. Especially around here, we have some teachers that are very much set in their ways, and it took until the teacher would come in, and I would show them, hey, I have this Nikolai shoe. You may be thinking of the 2007, but then I bring out like the Nova, which is same last, but the platform is just that much wider, and the wings are different, the ramp is different, and then they realize that there are more shoes in the brand than just the one that they're thinking of.
Yeah, and you know, I'm sure you've realised this too, but the just because a shoe is built on the same last, it doesn't mean that it feels the same on point, right? And I think that's really interesting when you educate a dancer on that. And I like to put, you know, for example, 3007 on one foot, Nova on the other foot, so they can really, you know, feel those differences, especially such as the wing, the box pace, the platform, the heel height, you know, all those little things. And sometimes it can be just that slight adjustment that really, you know, makes a difference to that dancer and what they're feeling. Just going to look at these comments. So Peter just said, I was just told in GA at a fitting that Atlanta Ballet School is not really liking Grishko shoes because they are all too soft. Oh my God, that's hilarious. What planet are
That's
they
really
on?
funny.
Are they all stuffed in ProFlex shank by any chance? That could be the reason why they think it.
That's crazy. I mean, I wear the Nova Hard.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, they
Now
they
that's a hard
make
shoe.
some pretty hard shoes.
Now that's funny, Peter, because over here it's usually the other way around. They're like, oh no, Grishko Nikolai shoes are so hard. But it'd be interesting. Oh, and here he goes. He says, not thinking that it's probably because their own store only carried 2007 ProFlex only. Oh my God, so I was right.
Okay.
If they're
That would-
all in the
that would explain
ProFlex
it.
shank, that's hilarious. So it's funny. And then we've got Emily says, I have a dancer who, with a difficult foot, has been so scared to try Grishko because she thought they were way too hard for her. Oh my gosh. She felt this way because our local store only carries one model and one shank. That's disappointing.
It is. You have to vary the selection.
Yeah, right. And I think that if you're a store and you're taking on a new brand, I understand, you know, it can be a bit scary at first because you're not sure what's going to sell. You're not sure what kind of the customers are going to like. And this can work with dancewear as well, as we know. We don't know what colours going to be popular, what necklines, all that business. But you know, sometimes what I find is just by experimenting a little bit. So if I take on a new shoe, I'll take it on in a few different popular sizes and widths, in say just the medium shank, and I'll see how it goes. And then after a month, I'll review it. I'll ask my dancers how it was for them. I'll wear it myself as well. And then from there, I'll start ordering it in more selection. And I think sometimes I think some retail stores can be a little bit scared to change from what they know and to branch out and learn a little bit more about other models that could make such a difference in sales and also their dancers. And it's really good that you guys have got such a nice selection in lasts. What are your dancers? Go on, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I was going to say, as a retailer, when we first brought on Point Shoes, we brought on one brand. And I think I was that retailer that was hesitant and was kind of, okay, let's just start with one. And then as you grow and experience, okay, one shoe is not going to fit every foot.
No.
So then you bring on a couple more. And I have brought on other brands and they sit on the shelves. I can 100% say that the Nikolai Grishko brand, we brought them on and it's been life-changing as far as our here. Yes, it's a very good brand and we go through them,
a lot.
A
good bit.
Yes, and I do feel like it has a lot of options and I feel very comfortable fitting it and knowing that they're getting a good quality product and that they will come back and ask for that same shoe as well. So
yeah,
if you're a retailer, don't be hesitant because I think you need to jump in and actually go off of the recommendations from the retailer as far as their best styles and which one seems to be working well, and make sure you're getting, at least a couple different styles for that shape of foot.
That's solid advice, that. I think that's a really good piece of advice. Also, don't be afraid to experiment with the shanks as well. Because another important thing, for you guys watching that are curious, I made a whole video dedicated to our shanks on YouTube. It's on IGTV as well, so check it out if you want to learn the in-depth details. But the shanks can vary a lot. For example, you could have, say, a soft shank in a Fouette and a soft shank in a 3007. Now that's going to vary greatly because the Fouette shank is it's a really thick full shank, and it's a different construction of layers, and it's very, very strong. So a soft in a traditional Fouette shoe would be really, quite hard actually. But however, the soft in the 3007, because it's a different shank, it's got a much more pliability, but an easier roll through. So you have to really get to grips and learn those little details, I think. If everyone's watching, if you've got any questions about Point Shoes or Nikolai brands or anything like that, then please feel free to ask. And as Peter mentions, pretty much every shoe has its own shank construction. And it's like, some of them are similar. Like, for example, Maya 1 and 2007 shanks are quite similar to each other. But yeah, we have such a nice diverse range. It's amazing. And even myself, I wore many brands of point shoe, many models between each brand. But one thing that I did really notice was the lack of variation in shanks with other brands. And now I found that a little bit confusing as to why they wouldn't have a greater selection.
That's the really nice thing about Nikolai shoes, is that you can go from that super soft, or you can go a ProFlex route, but you can go all the way up to the hards and the super hards.
Mm-hmm.
So
Totally.
if you really liked the shape of the shoe that you're in and it's working for you, but you maybe have grown, maybe you've just gotten stronger, your arch has improved, you can keep that same shape
Yeah.
of the shoe. Just the shoe evolves with you. You can get that harder shank and continue to be comfortable and not have to go a completely different route with the fitting.
Yes, that is absolutely amazing, because like, you know, I've had dancers that you know, were in another model from another brand, but when they, you know, got stronger, they said to the fitter, oh, does this come in harder? And they'd say no. And that's kind of devastating, because when you're used to dancing in that shoe and you've got comfortable with it, that's like a worry.
Mm-hmm. It is. It definitely is. So that's the really nice thing about this brand, is that they've thought about that, and they really thought about not just the shoes that they're selling, but the dancers who are wearing the shoes.
Have you guys ever had any contact with the fake Grishko Nikolai shoes?
Yes, we did.
Oh, would you like to tell us about it?
Oh yeah.
Our first experiences, we started noticing visually the changes in the shoe when they were coming in. And I would show Courtney and say, look at this. Doesn't this look weird? This is before we knew what was actually happening. And the shanks weren't quite as strong, and we just had variations in how it even fit.
Yeah.
So then we started getting the emails and the letters and talked about the different suits going on. But the main difference was the shoes that were being made under the Grishko name in China were not strong at all. The shanks were actually snapping. We had a couple of customers that the shank actually snapped in half.
Whoa.
And so we actually, it seemed like for just a little bit, maybe 2 months time, we were not able to get the Nikolai, you know, or Grishko shoes at the time. But we quickly figured out how to go about.
Thank God, right?
Yes, and it's been a great brand with that little hiccup in the way. And now that we're back working with the Nikolai, and it's great. We love it.
Yeah. You can definitely tell the difference between the constructions.
Yeah.
It was hard, because at that point, right when that was happening, it was kind of that recital season, spring show season, so people were needing shoes. And it was very noticeable. But once we got it all figured out, it's been such a noticeable change in our dancers' attitudes of the brand.
I think keeping our customers and our dancers informed on what was actually happening was also good for the brand, because I don't think that everybody fully understood, and there was some misconceptions on the shoe itself. But I think the Nikolai brand is very strong here.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I think so too. It's been really great to grow the brands with Nikolai. I've really enjoyed myself, and it was really cool to come to Los Angeles and meet retailers and get to share my knowledge about shoes and what to stock and stuff. I thought it was really interesting, because obviously I didn't know, but the old distributor was not didn't have the whole range available to you guys.
Yes.
So that was really sad, because so many dancers have missed out on these opportunities to try all of the shoes and shank strengths and customization and the dance wear and everything, you know. So it was really amazing to know that now, you know, Americans had access to all of these incredible range. By the way, was you ever told that the fakes were made in China or anything like that?
I think we heard it through the grapevine. We weren't expressly told that.
Oh, I was told that.
Oh,
I was told that by the person who was actually selling the shoes, that she was making the changes and having them made and trying to replicate the Grishko shoe.
It still
So
blows my mind. I still can't get over it.
I can't either.
I can't believe it either, but I'm glad we got to the bottom of it.
Right?
Now,
I'm so thrilled that there was, we was able to go under Nikolai brand instead and get everybody sorted. Because yeah, even I had in the UK, I had dancers emailing me from America, like panicking, like because I didn't learn all the details to a little bit later on from when it happened. And I was initially confused. I was like, why are these dancers telling me that their shoes don't fit anymore? Why are they telling me that they feel different? I don't get it. And then when obviously I found out, I was like, oh my gosh. And although I've not felt one with my hands, I've had various people video call me and show me the fakes. And I was very astounded at also like the box paste, because the box paste didn't look like it was the right, kind of sturdiness either. And that's scary because, we have heard about dancers getting injured in these fakes. And it worries me that people out there are still supporting a brand that has nothing to do with the real deal, and still using the name, which is I just find it absolutely embarrassing.
It's disrespectful to the retailers that you've worked with, because
absolutely.
you formed a relationship and the retailers are trusting you with their dancers, and just to completely dismantle that was it was heartbreaking for us, but it really helped us. We do have a fake.
Oh my God, show us.
So first it says handmade down here.
Oh yeah,
made in Russia.
Yep.
The stamp looks almost like blue. And then the canvas on the inside, it's kind of hard to show on screen.
I can see it already. It looks so strange.
Yeah, it's a much rougher canvas. You can see even on the sticker, it says made in PRC.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it's like I can't bend this at all. I did have a dancer come in, and her shoe, she wore it twice, and it was completely snapped in half.
Oh wow. Can you just bend it lightly with your hands so we can just see the kind of range in it?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And I'm like pretty strong.
Oh my God.
It sounds like it's getting ready to break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crinkling, and like the pleating here is uneven.
Yeah.
There's a full shank tack that's just ready to bust out at the bottom.
And also the shape looks a bit weird. It doesn't look, it's I can't describe it. What's that box paste like? Squish it for us.
Really hard. Like I can't crush it.
Oh my gosh. I mean, let's face it, like Sancha can't make shoes anyway, fake or real, in my opinion.
No.
And you know what's interesting? Here in the UK, we used to have a Sancha shop in London. It was there for years. It was a tiny little shop, and the staff never really ran it well anyway. But they kind of disappeared off the face of the earth one day. They just gone. And then I heard through the grapevine that the guy who runs Sancha, he basically was in a bit of trouble with taxes in the UK as well, so he wasn't allowed to come back here anyways. But then the actual store where most of the stock was held up north, that in Yorkshire, that disappeared as well. And there was a lot of angry customers because they'd bought stuff off the London website and they wasn't getting it, so that was really troublesome for them. But also, I've worn Sancha point shoes, and for you guys wondering why I'm talking about Sancha, it's because fake Grishkos are made at the Sancha factory. So that's why they're going to feel obviously similar to an actual Sancha point shoe. For any of you guys that have worn Sancha point shoes, there's a variety of them, but they don't look very elegant. I'll tell you that. They just kind of look a bit blasé, really. But anyway, that's enough of that. So by the way, would you like to try some Nikolai? Have you got any Nikolai shoes there that you could try on and show us?
We do. I can show the Nova.
Let's do that. It'd be nice to show some
let
viewers.
me run back and grab it, and
okay,
we can show at the point shoe bar.
While she's running back and grabbing the shoes, our last shipment from Nikolai, we actually ordered our first dancewear. Tards, and such nice quality. I actually have one of our dancers here, and she has the Nikolai leotard on, and so I'll show you what she looks like in it.
Oh, nice.
And it's beautiful, and We're also have some of the ballet shoes, and we love
Mhm.
the booties.
Oh
So
yeah, me too. I love the booties too.
yes, I love the colors.
We have
So
such an amazing selection. For you guys watching, you've not seen the booties before. We have so many colors. It's
mhm.
astounding.
Show me some of those booties real quick right there. Yes. Okay, let me show you how pretty these are.
Mhm. And the just to mention about the dancewear as well, we use top Italian fabrics, and the fabrics are just so soft and durable, and they wash so well. And this pair is, I think they're Jelly Belly color, aren't they?
This one, it's such a pretty blue. And then we
Yeah.
also have a pink, we have a pink sparkle as well.
Yes, the pink sparkle is actually my favorite. I have the pink
Yes.
sparkle.
Yes. I
They're
think you like these.
gorgeous. Oh, I love those.
Okay, and let me show you our dancer
Yeah.
in her leotard. Okay, did I flip? I think I made
Oh,
it.
hello.
Go ahead and back up over there, Sophie. She's one of our local dancers here.
Oh,
She has
fabulous.
this beautiful leotard
Oh,
on.
it looks so good on her. I love that style. This is from the Academy collection, or is it from the Bolshoi Star Senses? I think it's fun. But
Let me
it's
see
one
the
of
tag. Come here, Sophie.
does it say? I don't know. It was the coffee one. I don't know. Peter, tell me, is this from the Bolshoi Star Senses or the Academy collection? Because I can't remember myself, but it's a really nice cut on this dancer. It looks beautiful.
Yes, it fits her so well too. So she's going to try another one on for us.
Cool.
And we're also, she's got some canvas ballet shoes that we're going to try on too.
So the actual leotard there is actually featured in both catalogues, Peter's mentioned. So that's why I was a little bit confused, because some of them do feature in both.
Well, it's a beautiful leotard, and we're so pleased with the quality of the dancewear. It matches the quality of the shoes.
Oh, and now Peter's telling me it's in the Academy collection, actually. Okay, it's the Academy collection. We have so many products.
Here's one more on her too. Let me flip this around. Can you see
yes,
this one?
Is the Dream collection, this one.
It's beautiful. I love the.
Yeah, I love the metallics on it.
I do too. I love the metallic trim. Turn around for us, Sophie.
Oh yeah, that's really pretty.
It's just beautiful. The color is so pretty. It's so unusual.
How does the fabric feel on you? Is it nice and soft?
Yeah, it's really soft, actually.
Yeah, I really love, that's what I really enjoy about our dancewear is the fabrics are just so plush. And I love the fact that with the brighter colour leotards as well, the colour really lasts. Because I've had certain leotards in some bright colours and they really fade, and it's like a bit disappointing. I want the colour to stay, you know. So this is from the Dream collection. This Dream collection features some nice metallics with like greys, greens, browns, matching skirts as well. It was one of the collections from last year, I believe it was. And it's still available, as we can see. We bring out new collections all the time, so always, you know, check out your nearest Nicolai retailer.
Yes, that's great. All right, now we're going to flip back around to Courtney, and she has
Cool.
She has
These are
the Novas on.
Mhm.
Excellent. Could we go a little bit closer to her feet, please?
Sure.
Oh, you've got nice feet.
Thank
Lucky
you.
you.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, no, totally. I agree with that. I get dancers that have these types of feet and, you know, they're beautiful, but they often have like, you know, we have to do custom shoes sometimes, or they have to do extra strength work. Oh, but yeah, the Nova cut, that's a really nice cut shoe on you for sure. So how long have you been wearing Novas for, by the way?
Probably about 6 years.
Oh, nice. And what do you like the most about them?
I love the support. Here. Oh, hello. Hi. So I have really flexible feet, but I am also very hypermobile in my ankles and my hips and my knees and just about every joint. So I've had to do a lot of extra strengthening work.
Yeah.
It's really easy to get up over a shoe for me, but having a shoe that supports me and lifts me up out of the shoe, that was a really hard thing to find. So like I said earlier, it really took until I was trained in point shoes and started fitting myself just based on my knowledge of my feet. It really changed the way I dance. I mean, I can do hops on point now and not have to worry about rolling over. I can like securely PK up onto a shoe and not have to worry about my ankle rolling all over the place.
Yeah, totally.
It's such a supportive shoe, and it's so comfortable. Like, I can't even get over the fact that I can dance for 2-3 hours on a shoe and not be crying at the end of it.
Yeah, that must have been such a revelation to you, to find a shoe that gives you that stability and gives you more confidence to dance, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because I've fitted dancers like yourself where, you know, sometimes they're in shoes where they're just sinking so bad, and they're bananaing over, like, to the extent where I'm nearly having a heart attack.
Oh,
and then when you get them that support, and they're like, oh wow, I actually feel like I could stay on point and not feel that I'm gonna go all over the place.
Yeah, that's the best thing.
Do you know, with the Nova, do you really like those high wings on it as well? Because that's one of my favorite parts of the Nova.
That has been a life changer for me, because I've been in really hard shoes, and the vamp may have been a little bit higher, but the wings are always too low for me. And so these wings really just hold me up in the shoe, and especially for people with compressible feet, finding that the right width,
oh my gosh,
to lift you up in the shoe so you're not sinking down in it, that's been a game changer for me.
I bet it has.
Yeah. It's been crazy how much different my dancing is.
Oh, it's just amazing. You guys watching, if you're struggling with point shoes, you know, there is a solution out there. You just need to meet the right fitter. So, you know, don't be afraid to keep trying. Don't give up, because there really is a solution for everything. And, you know, like I mentioned earlier with custom shoes, we can customize everything about the shoes with Nicolai brand. So, you know, you might find a model that you're really enjoying, but we just need to make a few tweaks with it to make it more perfect for you. So don't be afraid to reach out to people to help you with that. Don't struggle. It's not worth struggling.
How long would you say it takes for a custom shoe to be made?
Sure. So it takes 2 weeks, and for US customers, it ships on day 15. I'm pretty sure I've got that right. Peter, can you just confirm that for me, please? And that's really amazing, because, you know, that's a speedy service. I mean, I've had other brands where dancers have told me that they've had to wait even 3 months for their custom shoes to arrive. Now, who has 3 months to spare? So much can change in 3 months.
Oh, definitely. We've had some brands where it takes minimum 6 weeks to just get the shoe.
Oh my gosh.
Ordered.
And don't you love the fact that also with ordering from Nicolai, it's so seamless, and you can get lots of products in stock. You haven't got like a massive back order that takes forever.
Oh, it's so much nicer. And right on the website, you can see how many shoes are in stock around about, and then if it's on demand, if it's in stock. And then just being able to count on the shipping on day 15, where if someone needs that super hard shank or something, we can accurately tell them and not just guesstimate when they're going to get the shoe.
Absolutely. And not to forget our amazing dark nude color that we've brought out as well.
Yes.
It's so great to have those options now. And I've just done an order for one of my dancers as well. We were super excited about it, and I can't wait for them to arrive so we can get some great pictures in them too. And also another important topic, I must say, is that on day 15, we have, like, you know, there's no extra charge because it ships literally on day 15. No extra fees like some other brands, which is also really fantastic for retailers.
It's been really nice being able to count on the brand and not have to worry about whether we're going to get shoes in or not.
Absolutely. Cool.
We also have some canvas ballet shoes that we're going to try on.
Yeah, nice. Cool. Let's do that.
It is the Stretch.
Yes, Dream Stretch is amazing. It's my top selling slipper.
I love the quality, and I love the thickness of this.
Yes, it's so durable.
Sometimes the canvas stretch is a very thin, and I like that this is a little bit more firm of a canvas, and it feels a little thicker. So let me try that on her.
Yeah, cool.
So here's our little fitting area.
Excellent. So for you guys watching, the Dream Stretch slipper is one of our top selling slippers. It's pre-sewn crisscross elastics, and it's a split sole shoe, can come in vegan option. And what I personally really adore about this shoe is the fact that it lasts a long time. I had a habit of putting my big toe through slippers in other canvas models, but from other brands. But with these, they last a long time and give a beautiful shape to the foot. They hug the arch really nicely, as we can see here. They look really great on this dancer. How do they feel?
They feel good.
Can you feel the padded inner sole? Because there's like a padding bit in the forefoot and in the heel piece as well.
You feel the padding in the foot? Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They
look
great.
so pretty. They form really well.
Yeah. And
That's
I love the fact they come in different widths as well, because I get, you know, I get everybody from super narrow to mega wide. So it's really nice to have an option for everybody.
Yeah.
And I also really like the fact that, you know, there's no saggy bits. You know, when someone takes a tondu in a slipper, sometimes if they've got a narrow foot with very tapered toes, you can get a lot of saggy bits around the little toe area. But I find that with this stretch canvas, it just molds so well to around the toes.
It does. It's so pliable, and that it's so much more durable than some of the other canvas shoes that we've had.
So just to let you guys know, for vegan option, we can also do that in some of the point shoe models, the ones with machine stitch sole. And it's available as a special order, but again, it's only going to take up to 2 weeks to get it. Ships on day 15. There's a small charge on special orders, just to let you guys know, but it's not major. And that's also nice, because I've had other brands where dancers have told me, you know, they needed a custom shoe, but the expense of the extra cost was actually quite a lot. So it's nice that if you need something custom, you don't have to panic that it's going to be majorly expensive. Cool. So what dance wear have you got in again? So you've bought in some of the Dream collection, some of the Academy. Did you get any other items in leotards and stuff?
We just did our first experiment, you know, with the leotards. Wanted to grab a few, see the quality, and see how they fit. And they all fit. So I would like to go ahead and order some of the warmers, some of the collection, the rugs, and everything. They look very nice, and been so pleased with all of our products we've received from.
Oh, excellent. Do you have an online web store, by the way?
We have a website. We don't have an e-commerce store on the website, but our website is just tutusdance.com, and we have a full page dedicated to the brands that we carry, and some of the products we have. And then we have a whole page with all of our new arrivals,
cool.
and specials we're running, and then a way to contact us. So even if you're not in the area, feel free to email us if you have any questions about shoes. We are the East Tennessee Southern region is a little bit sparse in dance retail stores. We're the only one in Knoxville, and just about in all the surrounding areas. So feel free to email us if you're in this Southeast region and you have any questions, concerns about point shoes and any other products that Nikolai may have.
And we're happy to ship anything anywhere as well.
Oh, excellent.
We have customers that come from out of state and know what shoe they like, and
because I've been doing some virtual fittings with American customers as well, and I like to find them their nearest retailer, obviously, to where they are. So you know, if I get anybody near to you guys, then it'd be great to collaborate together. I do a video call with them, assess what I'm, you know, their feet and them on point. I take notes. I put together a list of models and sizes of Nikolai's shoes for them to try. And then we find their nearest retailer if they have one. And then I ask them, if possible, they can go to the store and try the shoes on there. So then we can video call together and work out the best solution. It's been very popular. It's been going really well. Also, by the way, how was your back to school season? And how did the sales pick up? How did it make a difference to you from the COVID crisis?
Our back to school season was a little interesting. We actually closed the store from about March 16th to May 16th. Back to school hits here in Knoxville Usually, the first part of August is when we get very busy and stay very busy through August, mid-September. I think we had a good back to school season. It wasn't
Excellent.
quite what our normal season is, but the dance studios are open here. And actually in town, they have their first competition and convention this weekend in town.
Oh, wow.
So it's so nice to see things, you know, still happening
Yeah.
and allowing these girls to continue to dance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, it's been great. So
Aw.
it's a little slower than typical, but it's still been very good. And we're just happy and so thankful that we're open and we've got dancers coming in and shopping and
Yeah, totally. Every
Yes.
little, every sale makes a difference. So to you guys watching, always support your local retailers. And I mean like local everything from local coffee stores even, you know, always think local. And that's what, you know, it made me rethink as well what I was doing locally. You know, I was thinking to myself, well, where do I buy that usually? Do I buy it from a major company? Is there a local retailer that stocks it that needs my support? You know, all these little differences, they make a big change for small business so they can continue to, you know, provide their services, but also grow as a business. You know, so carry on with that, you guys watching, if you're already doing that. It makes a change.
Mhm.
And also don't forget that after this stream, you can give Tutus a follow on Instagram. Check out their Facebook page as well. And of course, stay tuned for future streams. I've got a lot of stuff coming up on here. And also, if you have any further questions about point shoes or anything like that, you can always drop the Instagram a message or drop an email. Always happy to help with that. Do you guys have anything you'd like to add to this stream, by the way?
Well, we really like to thank Nikolai and you just for letting us get on here and talk about what we love to work with and just get our name out. It's been so nice seeing all of these retailers that you've worked with. We've followed just about all of them on their Instagrams and their Facebooks, and it's nice to kind of keep in touch with the different store owners and just see who all's out there, because sometimes, especially in this area, we can feel like we're a little fish in such a big pond.
Yeah, totally.
But being able to connect with other retailers and say, oh, you've worked with this shoe, this is what we're bringing in for our customers, and it's been such a nice experience.
Yeah, totally.
The backside of that, I think having the support from Nikolai and knowing that we can pick up the phone, we can email you with questions, concerns, and they're so great to respond so quickly and give us the support that we need as a retailer.
Absolutely. And it's so nice when, you know, even when you've got questions about point shoes, the kind of level of intricate detail that they can go into even at the factory with the technologists, it's really fascinating. By the way, you have a Nikolai market influencer, don't you, called Daphne?
Yes, we do.
So how's it going with her shoes? Oh,
Pardon
cool. How's she liking her shoes from Nikolai?
She loves them. She's been in Nikolai for a while. She's also one of those girls with a banana foot, so she really loves the shoes, and she dances quite a bit.
Nice.
Locally. So it's good to have a shoe that can keep up with her grueling schedule.
Yeah. Well, it's really cool. I thought that was such a great thing to do, is having the market influencer thing going on, because it's been really great to see all these dancers enjoying the products. Brooke just mentioned she wants to do another live stream, and yes, Brooke, I'm going to get back to you tonight with some dates. So if you guys are wondering, Brooke runs she is a fitter at a dance store in Florida, and she had an idea of doing a stream where we're going to have some of their influencers from Nikolai showing off shoes and products. And actually that gave me inspiration, because this would be really nice to do with all the retailers actually, to show all their influencers and all the products and talk about their experience with the Nikolai brand. I thought that'd be super interesting. And you know, it's funny how other brands try to copy the ideas as well. So like Peter, came up with the idea for the influencer program with market influence with Nikolai. And it's funny how there's certain other brands that are trying to copy and do exactly what we do. Whereas we was the original. So, just putting that out there.
I've noticed that, definitely.
But, it's just interesting when you notice things like that. But no, it's really cool because it's nice when you have girls that have had this experience with the brand for so long, and they can show off what they've had and their experience with the shoes. Because it's also really nice when, for example, when I transfer dancers over to the brand and then they love it so much they don't go back again. And it's nice when you see that big change in them and their confidence and how comfortable they are in their shoes. But of course, most importantly, how to keep their feet healthy. Because when I fit first timers, I often have parents that say, oh, but they're going to get mangled feet now, aren't they? And I'm like, what? No, that definitely wouldn't be happening. It's crazy. So we've got a few minutes left on this stream. If you've got any questions, you guys watching, pop them in the comments box below. And make sure you give us all a follow on Instagram. I'm going to save this stream, so if you're late to the party, don't worry. It's going to be saved and uploaded. It might take me a couple of hours because I've got a fitting after this myself. And then it'll be available to watch whenever you like. So yeah, I think we've covered some really good things in this stream today, actually. It's been really fun to see all the different products as well. And oh yeah, another thing I wanted to mention, do you have like a rep that comes to your store from Nikolai brand?
We don't.
We don't.
We would love to have
Yeah.
one. Or
Yeah, because we've got quite a few now, which is really cool. And it's nice because, that way retailers get to see the products, feel the products, learn more about it. And this is something that you didn't have before with the old distributor. So this is really nice too, because I think that makes a huge difference to the whole experience, And Peter's just told me that your rep will be Bill. And oh, cool, nice one. So maybe you'll get a visit from Bill and he'll be able to show you more of the range, and especially the warm-up wear, like the heat retention wear and things like that.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
Fabulous.
Colder weather.
Yes. It's cold
Yeah.
now.
How cold does it get there, by the way?
We'll get down in the 30s in the wintertime. Very rarely do we go into the 20s, but we'll get maybe 2 to 3 light snows a year.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
And we're not too far from Smoky Mountains. It's a beautiful area.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I've only been to Nashville in Tennessee. I haven't been anywhere else in Tennessee yet. But maybe I'll get to do that someday. I can't wait to get back on an aeroplane again. I tell you, I'm so itching to get out of the country. It's so strange to be sat in the UK for so long, but I just don't feel safe to get on a plane just yet. I want to, because the UK is a bit on a rise with Corona right now, unfortunately.
Yes.
Hopefully there won't be another lockdown.
Yeah, we hope.
Yeah, because like even me, I'm just getting back to business, I'm getting super busy, which is great and everything, but I just don't want even a local lockdown. I just want to keep continuing, to keep busy and to go back to some normality. Anyway, we'll end this stream here. Thank you so much. It was really great to meet you both. And I look forward to collaborating in the future.
Definitely, yeah. It was great to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
And give these guys a follow. Also, would you like to just remind us of your website address?
Yeah, it is www.tutusdance.com. It's TUTUS dance.com.
Fabulous. So you guys check that out. Give them a follow on Insta, and I will save this stream and post it later. Yeah, great. So catch you all later on. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.